Yes. Is there anything I need to do?
You need to come back for a follow-up?
It's in about a month, she said.
A month?
Just check if things don't get better. Come back.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. All right. Y'all have a great weekend.
You too.
All right, sir. So I'm just leaving the doctor's office, and things there was my tests and everything is all right, you know. My blood pressure got a little high, you know, arguing about LeBron James. So LeBron almost took me out. So they just checked me out. Everything was cool, you know. My blood levels is get a little higher, then I gotta come back in here. Now that I can relax and talk about the game without getting excited. So let me do that right now. Okay? Game 5. Here we go. All right. Now, this is it. Game 5. Assessing the game. Now, everybody's all excited, thinking Cleveland's back because of Game 4. We saw what happened with the refs. We saw that we're not going to get our blood pressure high as we're just leaving the medical office here. I'm not trying to go back in there tonight. Listen. Here's the situation. The Cleveland Cavaliers, even though they scored 137 points, people forget, in this same building, Golden State in Game 1 put up 132 points. And people forget that in that Game 4, Golden State still scored above their average. They scored 116 points. So it's not like Cleveland was stopping Golden State. All the threes they hit, everything they did, they had to play above and beyond what they've ever played like in life, plus have help to get to this point. Now, do you think they can consistently play like that for 4 straight games? They had 80-some points at the half. Golden State still had like 68, almost 70 points at the half with him. So they were only up like 16 points. People didn't realize, but Golden State was scoring just as much as they were. And when LeBron James and they first went on that run in the first quarter, he had like 5 points. It wasn't even LeBron James being a dominant factor as the reason why the league was like that. It was people like J.R. Smith and Kevin Love in the first quarter, and the refs. They implemented the points, the stoppages, all of those things led to what transpired. Now, how can Cleveland win this game? They would have to move the ball like they were trying to do in the second quarter. And the third quarter and the fourth quarter, the defense kind of got to them and it kind of settled the game down. But the Cavs had a big enough lead to sustain. But pick and roll, back picks, these are the things that Cleveland don't do. They don't communicate. They don't use back picks. In that game, even in Game 4, they were having problems with communication. As you see, they both weren't communicating very well. And people are like, hey, you know, what's going on here? What's going on? You know, J.R. Smith and Tristan Thompson don't communicate very well at all. And when you have that as a problem, J.R. Smith always lags on defense, and so does Tristan Thompson. You put those two guys in there together, you're asking for problems. Neither one of these guys seems to embody or understand the severity of a blown play. That could mean a championship and champagne and you going home. So, because you can't have another night off and think you can come back and get them in the next game. It's over at that point. So, they'll need another miracle tonight just to stay alive in this series. What Golden State need to do to win is run. Be Golden State. Run, Do not be afraid to let the shots go. What Cleveland did was trap. When they did surprise traps, they did a surprise trap on Steph Curry, leaving Draymond open for shots. So if they use that method, and Draymond has got to be confident when he's shooting. He drives to the hole with a lack of confidence. He's driving with the look to pass. You got to be aggressive and go in there and go to the hole. Don't just shoot the open three. Now, Dre has really got to push it. He cannot sit back and act as if. He's got to be the general. He's got to make sure it flows. And what Golden State has to do is, when I say be Golden State, ball movement. They lead the NBA in assists. They're an assist team. They like to get up the floor and not only run, but stretch you out with the extra passes. The ball normally touches 5 players' hands before it's gone. That's Golden State basketball. If they play that way, they should have no problem with the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have a lot of guys who are streaky. You only have to worry about the extra guys. Kyrie and LeBron cannot win games by themselves. They're going to need the points from Kevin Love, JR, and the Kyle Korver guy. They need those guys to be huge. Taking them out and eliminate those extra pieces, letting LeBron and Kyrie do their thing, you will win the game by over 20 points. It's all about teamwork. It's all about interior defense. And it's all about transitional defense. When you catch them in transition, Cleveland is not ready for that. They are not equipped to deal with transitional plays. They break down mentally because they do not communicate. That's why you got a lot of interior plays. And they need those. See, Golden State is not a team that needs to live off the free throw line. Cleveland needs those free throw breaks because they need to rest. Golden State is so young, they can just run all day long. So, with that being said, at the end of the day, the Golden State Warriors will be holding up that championship banner once again. That's my prediction for tonight. And Karceno is going to be very happy. Because now this thing got personal. It's personal now. Y'all affecting my health. It's personal.